Oh,
think
knick knack paddywhack.
I think
We are
he went to
live.
fucking travel.
We are live.
Oh, we're live now.
Go ahead.
Oh shit, my bad. Hey, yo, what's good? Squad Nero back in this thing again. Episode 48, right?
Yep, Kraven was trash. Sony, please
48.
leave the Spider Verse alone.
Christmas edition. Happy holidays, everybody. Before we get into this shit, you see me. I got the turtleneck on, got my little Zorro joint on. We all in here
He got the pearls
cozy,
on, baby.
quite ready
Got
in the
them
pearls.
pearls on with his gangsta-licious self.
All right, nigga. I ain't wearing no skirts. Pearls is different than skirts. We can cut that out. But nonetheless, we up in this thing.
Homie over.
We got a couple new things that we can look forward to. I know Solo Leveling just dropped a movie. They also just dropped a trailer as well for the new season, showing more of the animation. We're gonna tap into that. We got Dan to Dan finishing our quick thoughts on the season so far, how it ended, that crazy ass ending, and then we got this new trailer that they just dropped, already announced in season 2 as well. And then we have Kraven reviews since we was able to watch it. AKA I went to sleep, but nonetheless, I think those are the only three that we had, right? Nothing else, right?
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
All right.
Oh, the What If Season 3 dropped, so that's on our
Oh,
homework.
that
Yeah.
shit dropped. Have y'all watched it yet?
Yes. No, I haven't. That's homework.
All right.
Um,
So next pod we gonna get into the episode that
What
just
is it?
dropped.
What If?
I didn't even know. I haven't been on Disney Plus in
Oh,
ages,
that's right.
man. I haven't been on Disney Plus in ages. But let's get to Craven real quick. We're gonna knock this shit out because I don't like talking about these niggas any more than I already have to. The only
That's a
time I
lie. We're
like
about to
talking
get a
about
30-minute
Sony
spat from you
is
alone.
PlayStation. The only thing I like from Sony is PlayStation and the animated Miles Morales. That's it. Nonetheless, Craven, I went to sleep throughout probably half of the movie. The later half, fucking the CGI on some of the things, such as like wolves or other creatures, it was just piss poor. How the story was moving, piss poor. The only thing that I could say was the fighting scenes was cool. I'll give it that. But if you doing the fucking abilities he's using, piss poor. It's just like I knew this movie was gonna be ass, and I'ma end my spiel. I said this movie was gonna be ass before it came out, y'all. Y'all can attest to that. But I knew for a fact this shit was gonna be super duper ass once I seen the first 15 minutes. So we already seen that. Sony already dropped the preview of that, right? We watched it. They added a fucking scene to it where this nigga sees a wolf in the snow. The wolf is growling at his ass, and then it just stops and runs away. And then the nigga Kraven jumps into the plane. I'm like, what the? And then on top of that, he goes into the plane. He's soaking wet from all the snow that he just ran through. So in order to stop himself from, I'm guessing, getting hypothermia, he takes off his shirt. But the nigga don't take off his pants. Not that I want to see this nigga take off his pants. But this shit don't make sense, my nigga. This is simple shit. This is simple shit, Sony. How the fuck you keep fucking this shit up? That's my spiel. That movie was 2 tuna cans of ass. Pringles cans of bounce that ass. And not in a good way. Go ahead, T.
I hate to say it, like I knew this movie was gonna be terrible. Usually, I'm the one that's giving what's what I'm looking for?
Benefit of
Giving
the doubt.
Sony saving grace. Yes, saying, "Oh, it's not gonna be that bad." No, it's not gonna be that bad. But I'm not gonna lie, I stopped paying attention about after the 8 minutes that we already seen. It just got all over the place. I didn't like the way Rhino was set up, where he had to like unclip himself from his little medipack when he wanted to turn to Rhino and then clip himself back just to show his ability and power, just to bring himself back to normal. I like if you gonna be Rhino.
Nigga had the SpongeBob hat on with the two things. Just fucking like, come on, bro. What type of shit is this, my nigga?
Yo, it's honestly, it's like I wish, like, could Kevin Feige do something better with a standalone villain movie? Is it possible?
I don't even think he would even
Honestly,
create a standalone
see,
villain movie.
that's the
They,
crazy part. I wish that it actually. That's why villains are just villains. They don't need a standalone movie to humanize themselves. They don't. They don't. Not like this ain't no Jeffrey Dahmer monster series on Netflix. Like this ain't you. I don't. They tried it with Madam Web. Madam Web's not a villain, but they tried it with her. It was trash. Venom was the only okay Sony verse movie that they put together, and I am very taking it with a grain of salt, saying okay because the first one was good, and then it's just like, granted, they are fun movies. They just still fell off the track every time for movie 2 and 3. So I don't. Uh, I hate to say it. The only best part of this movie was those last like 5 minutes when he sat down because I knew the movie was about to end.
yeah, the
Because honestly, like the fight scenes are cool. They're cool. You get to see Kraven doing his thing, and I'm kind of glad it wasn't based off of him getting lion's blood. It was off of that vial, which is comic book accurate. That the girl like gives him the vial, and he ends up coming back with like all those abilities and whatnot. Um, I don't know. Like I was very standoffish from this movie. I in the beginning I was saying that giving the benefit of the doubt, but it was like their track record kind of like left me feeling some type of way from the get go. So I don't know.
how was the
Strongly
fight
hoping.
with
What?
Rhino?
Huh?
How was the fight with Rhino? I didn't see the fight.
Um, that was a preview of what we were going to get with Captain America and Incredible Hulk.
Like, no, I'm saying, like, so was it good or?
No,
Oh, don't say that.
the Kevin
You,
Feige one's going to be better.
yeah, most
It's a
definitely.
preview. It was like literally watching. If we can switch the order of the what's the fight? The Tyson fight with that one fight that was like great that night of that boxing, it will be like that. It was like watching Jake Paul fight Mike Tyson.
Mm,
Now,
lackluster as fuck.
very, very lackluster. Very lackluster.
All right, see, I was gonna try and watch that shit again. You
But Sage,
just
where'd you
talking.
go? You disappeared on us.
I'm still here. I'm finishing something that I gotta do real quick.
Oh, that you're trying not to get us canceled or banned.
Nah, I'm actually thinking that it's actually allowed on Twitch, especially, but I don't know about YouTube, so I'm not about to do that.
Yep, and we are strictly on YouTube this week.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, Kraven, not so good. If you want to watch it, you want to waste your
What
money.
do you give it out of 10, Sage?
You want my honest answer?
Oh yeah.
Fucking -5. Fucking two thumbs down. Fucking,
Oh man.
I don't
This
know.
movie doesn't deserve a rating. It doesn't deserve anything. Honestly, Sony needs to stop and leave the Spider Verse alone. Let the characters, let the villains, let everything just stay. Y'all can have animated Miles Morales. Give everything to the MCU. Give everything to Kevin Feige because he's going to put it together. He's going to make sure that they actually do their thing to stay comic book accurate with everything that's going on so that they can do their thing. What do you think, Niall? Even though I know you didn't watch it,
Is it Madam Web at?
it's
Ooh,
3% better than Madam Web.
yeah, it's not too far, but they did most definitely pass that threshold.
Wow.
You
So
would
the only
have
thing,
to.
Nah, they just do it.
the only thing that was good with this movie compared to Madam Web was the fight scenes. That was it. The
Sony
fight scenes
would
were fun. They were not, oh my god, they're great, but they were fun.
Sony would have to actively search up their ass
pretty much.
profusely to
Mm-hmm.
be able to produce a movie of the kind of
Mm-hmm.
Madam Web.
Mm-hmm.
Like go excavating in rectum,
No loop.
no lube.
Um, yeah, they should. Yo, I don't understand why they can't. Here, I got. All right, so I guess this is a good time to talk about it.
Oh yeah.
This is what. This is how I explained it to one of my friends. Shout out Nard. But real simple terms, right? Let's look at it like a monopoly board. Okay. So if this was a monopoly board, when it comes to like the superhero movies and such, Marvel got, let's say that it's 6 blocks, right? Like 6 blue blocks. Marvel got 3 of them. Warner Brothers got maybe 2 of them, and then Sony got one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go over, let's say the magenta is like right around the corner, and Disney Marvel doesn't really have any of the magenta. Warner Brothers maybe got like one of the three. Sony got 2 of the 3. If I'm Sony, I
Mm-mm.
would just sell my magenta and just go about my life. In this case, the magenta for Sony is 2 areas: animation and gaming. Go I would go to Disney. I would say, look, we failing at these Spider-Man movies. We want to sell you it back. We would like to keep the rights to the animation, and we would like to keep the rights to the game. Everything else in terms of live action movies and such, you can have that. And then I would take that money that Marvel would pay you just for the live action Spider-Verse, because it's worth a lot of money. I would take that money and I would go and invest in the anime sector that they have a good fitting in, whether it's animations with whether it's standalone animations from Sony Pictures, whether it's Crunchyroll, whether it's their collaborative efforts such as that with Warner Brothers. It has been a thing. Some of those DC movies we see, those are Sony Pictures. Go collaborate. Go either expand your outreach or your like your outreach work, which at that point you would be able to either work with a lot of like in-house Japanese companies, or you would be able to really establish your own outreach animation company. So when a place like Warner Brothers calls you, you do something really good, then Netflix will want to call you, then Amazon will want to call you. The list keeps going on. Some or Apple, you have all of these streaming platforms. You could make so much money just being a partner and extending your animation field that it would make the money from Spider-Man, or the lack of, look totally worth it. And then mind you, you still got the rights to the game. You can still make a very successful game. You can still make that
Animation.
game a Sony exclusive. You still got the animations, which again, if you do a really good job at the animations, even if you lose those entities to Marvel and you look at them as a competitor, Marvel's calling you because of how good you are with the animations. They will call you to do an animated Thor, to do an animated Black Panther, to do an animated whoever you wanted to do. So how much are you really losing by selling?
And I don't even know if they gonna do the animation joint because Shamik Moore fucking up the
Yeah, I
voice
know. I
acting.
don't. I mean, they'll replace him. He's replaceable. He is replaceable. That young man, I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand why he doing all of this extra
I
stuff.
don't know
Go
either,
chase a
bro.
bag. Go
Right,
chase a bag, bro. What
right.
is so
Get
bad
a shawty
about
that
you
likes
know how
you.
many of us would die to be able to chase a bag like that?
Yep.
All it is your voice. You're not jumping around. You're not. Do you know how many of us would just take that opportunity? Why he got to be in the spotlight of everything
A weirdo.
in terms and want to be in these relationships with these people who are happily in relationships? He gonna get called a creep, and once you get called a creep,
He
it's
already got called a
you know
weirdo.
you know
It's
what
quick.
comes with that. You know exactly. You know what comes with that. All you got to do is just chill out. You about to ruin a bag over what? Over what? There is a
It's
nice
it's
young woman out there
it's gonna be a
who
Jonathan Major
will
moment.
date him. There is a,
Yo,
but that's the thing. He want these specific women that's in relationships, that's talking to other people. There is a young lady that's single who is like, yeah, I will date you, no problem. That exists out there for him. Just chill out and find that lady. What's the problem with that?
All I know is you
I
gotta
don't know.
leave my home. He gotta leave her alone. She's with a winner. She's with a winner. Josh Allen,
yeah,
baby, stand up. Himothy.
yeah, he can't
He
do
is
that.
him.
I'm sorry. I'm picking
He is
Josh
him.
Allen over Shamik Moore any day. I
He
don't
is
give a
him.
fuck if that
Well,
nigga
that's
voice
they
Martin Luther
ain't they
King
about to be
Jr.
married.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
They're about to be married.
I'm curious
Stop.
what
You look
video
weird.
what video did he fucking make in which she replied?
I don't know. I saw a picture. I didn't see a video. I saw a pic. Are you talking about Haley or are you talking about the other girl?
I'm talking about what did Shamik Moore do to this Laura Harrier?
Yeah, her. I saw a picture. I think it was a music
Oh,
video.
that's Laura.
And it was a
She's low
picture.
key fire. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a picture with the two of them, and they were like just chilling on set, you
Oh,
know?
music coming soon.
Yeah. And
She asked
it
him to
looked a
take
little,
it down.
it looked like, in her mind, she probably saw it and was like, that looked like we cuffed up. He
I mean,
didn't
they
want
just took a
that.
picture.
I think so too. But if the lady tell you to take it down, take it down.
Yeah, I mean that is right. She got that
Just
right.
take it down.
But
It's not that big of a deal.
I can understand that, but at the same time, I can understand where this nigga coming from, where it's literally just a picture. Like they not
Yeah.
holding each other's hands. He's not booed up with her. His hand isn't even on her. No
In the
contact
times
at
we
all.
live
They just
in,
taking a picture. On top of that,
You
they
can't do
are
nothing.
stars.
in the times we live in, sir, it's
Boy,
just
that's
better
did I get
to
fucking
take it
bit?
down.
Wait, what happened?
I said, did I get fucking bit? Nigga,
You got a spider? You got Spider-Man? You
Well, he
got the
got that
spider?
19 inches of venom in the
I
background.
fucking hope not. No, this shit bit the shit out of me, whatever it was.
Ooh.
Watch, you gonna start walking on walls?
Don't do not say that, bro. I don't want to do that shit, nigga. Spider Man is not the life for me. These niggas do not need to be
Spider Man,
saved out here.
Spider Man.
Not at all.
Who says you
Yeah,
gotta
this is
save
not the
them? Wait,
generation.
yo,
This is
son,
not
who
the
says you?
generation to be
My thing
Spider-Man.
is, but the thing is, just
Mm-mm.
keep them to yourself. You don't have to show the world you got powers.
Nigga, with great power comes great responsibility.
Then what responsibility you gonna do? What is there for you to do?
I'm gonna take over the fucking world, nigga.
With these, for real, with these YNs, you don't even want an Uncle Ben story.
With these
No.
white heads out here, nigga, I'm taking over the fucking world. And then I was about to go crazy.
Yes,
I
you
was about to be
was.
like, I'm giving them a piece of their medicine. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I will make sure that it is as honorable as I possibly could. And I don't give a fuck if you say that that's a
I'd
dictatorship.
rather be T'Challa.
But at this present point in time, we done gave niggas too many opportunities, and we're in 2024 now. And it's basic shit that we still ain't got. So you know what time it is, nigga? It's time to kill all these niggas, all the power hungry
Whoa,
niggas.
whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Unalive.
Unalive. Murk all these niggas, get them packed up, and then start up the new generation. People that's not old as fucking decrepit that's running
Well, I
nations.
got a question. That's it was a good point that Niall just said. Would you rather be bit by a radioactive spider, or would you rather go through the path of become the Black Panther? Meaning that
Black
before you
Panther.
can even get that, before you can get that herb, you gotta fight for that. You think you can
Cool.
beat M'Baku for that?
By that time,
I'm down for that though,
if
because like that's
what
preparation.
context am I an outsider? That's just like me, my nigga, like a
Yes,
regular nigga.
you a regular degular. That's how it was. That's how
Nigga
every
bit by a
before every.
radioactive spider.
But that's the thing.
Yeah, but
Before every,
T'Challa is so much more than that.
Ain't
but
no
here's the
amount
thing
of
though.
training that's gonna be
But hold up though.
prepared
Hold
for
up though.
you.
But you got to think
to
about
fight
it.
that nigga.
But you got to think about it. Before T'Challa had that herb, he was a regular human.
He
was
was
a regular
training,
He was
human.
smart.
though. He was
training and
this
he's
whole
smart.
entire
I understand
time.
that. If they gave you a
I
year to
have not
train,
been training.
if they gave you a year to train, would you do it?
Nigga, even
Am
the
I?
year
Can
this
I
nigga trained his
train with the
whole
Wakandian?
life.
No,
He trained his
Even if they
whole
gave you a
life.
year. Nah.
nope.
Listen, even if they gave you a year, do I get
You
to
can't train with
train with
the. You can't.
the
Nope.
Dora
Nope.
Milaje?
Nope.
That how?
You better
Why?
do. You better go do some
Why?
taekwondo or something. No, Krav Maga.
No.
You no. You're
No.
an outsider. They're not going to train you. You're an outsider. You gotta. I'm just saying. Killmonger didn't even train with the Dormilash.
Well, then I would need Killmonger's backup, like background. I would have to
He
be
was
like a
in the Devil
military
Army.
assassin.
He
That's what
was
I'm
in the
saying. I would
army.
have to
That's
be
what
a
I'm saying.
military assassin. I can't
Are
just
you willing to go that
um
route though?
no, I want to be T'Challa. I want to be T'Challa, not Nile in this scenario. I'm not trying to be Nile in the scenario. I'm trying to be T'Challa in the scenario. I
I
want to
want
be
to be
a
Black
prince
Panther.
that's knowledgeable with money and time and skill. I don't want to be, I'm not walking in. I'd rather get bit by the spider if I'm
Oh, pretty much
Nile.
you just want to be Batman. That's literally
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yes. Yes. As opposed to Spider-Man, I'm with Rob. That's too much power. I don't want to be Spider-Man. That's too much power.
And
It
it's too much
sound
power being
fun, but
Black
then
Panther. You got to worry about a
it
whole
sound
nation.
Anytime you want
fun.
to do some shit, Uncle Ben gonna be in the back of your head like nigga.
And like I said,
And
in
it's
this
not gonna be the
modern world,
regular Uncle Ben. It's gonna be Uncle Benjamin. It's gonna be a black man.
and could you imagine what would happen to Uncle Benjamin in in this world? And with these scenarios, with this
these
society,
niggas out here,
I love my uncle. I don't want my uncle to go through this. I don't know none of these scenarios. My dad, cool. My dad got packed up at a UN meeting.
crazy.
Sure, no,
Wow.
dealing with this.
Man said,
My uncle got to get like you know
uncle,
how bad it would be. At least it's like elegant. At least that's elegant. You know, Uncle Ben got killed in the street. He got unalived in the street.
in a very Broadway-esque manner.
In this society,
hey son, you don't have to
in
do
this
this.
society,
Pow.
that's why, you know what? Now that I think about it, you're right. I don't want to be Batman either. I don't want to see my parents go through whatever them YNs gonna do to my parents. In the street, in the alley.
Nigga, these YNs.
It ain't even gonna be a music video.
It ain't even gonna be a funeral. It ain't gonna be no bodies to get a funeral. Them things gonna be Swiss cheese with the YNs afoot. Swiss cheese.
It'd be terrible. It'd be terrible.
Right.
Don't give me a scenario like that.
Anybody that gets a chance to watch this episode, tell us your thoughts in the comments.
Oh, I'm making highlights for this one. That motherfucker was great.
Hey, it was a good question. But anybody, y'all come across this video, tell us your thoughts. Would you rather be Spider-Man and lose Uncle Ben? Or would you be Black Panther spending a year trying to train for this thing? You can't train with the Dormilash.
We gonna make a poll of this.
But listen, Black Panther. No, you got to give me something with Black Panther. But think about it. Who Black Panther's enemy is outside of Killmonger? He be chilling.
The Claw.
He went outer space. He's still chilling. I'd rather deal with that than an octopus man with metal arms, a goblin. What am I dealing with an Iron Man goblin
that nigga,
for?
a nigga with multiple
Venom? He ain't. I don't want to deal with no Venom, Carnage.
Yeah, Venom sound crazy.
You want to be dealing with that? No, I'd rather take those unknown Black Panther. We can't name more than 5 of them. Black Panther villains.
And be with my brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I got armies fighting with me. I got whole armies fighting me. You know, Spider-Man got Spider-Man. Well, he got Black Cat.
Hold on.
Mary Jane.
Hold on. Let's look at the list of Black Panther enemies. Killmonger, Claw, White Wolf, M'Baku, apparently he's a villain.
Great.
Chibe,
Great.
Kraven the Hunter,
Great.
Take my odds.
Take
Namor, Zinzi, Dr. Doom.
Namor would suck.
Dr. Doom is
Dr. Doom is like
Namor
Dr. Doom. No, I could talk it out with Dr. Doom. I'd be like king to
You
king.
ain't talking it out with that man.
Yes, I would.
Need some
I'd be like king to
vibranium?
king.
We got you.
King to
But
king.
you just got to make sure that we both safe, all right?
I got vibranium. I ain't even got to fight. Thank you, Sage.
You want
I
a
got
suit of vibranium? We got you.
I will barter.
Hey,
and never have to put that suit on.
Matter of fact, we made this vibranium specially for you because we knew you was going to pop out here. Your sorcerer abilities
Knew you was gonna need
is
it.
multiplied tenfold with this vibranium and this Wakanda technology. Take this
And
as
my
a
best
gift.
friend is Reed Richards? Nah. I don't need
Hey,
Spider-Man.
Hey, Reed, my boy, that nigga Doom came and
I
he
need
not
your
about to
help.
fuck up Wakanda.
I
So
need
best
your help.
believe we made that barter. We bartered the truce. We about to take out all these white heads.
Baron Zemo was one of his enemies too.
Yeah,
That's
Baron
crazy.
Zemo.
It's
Zinzi,
all of them is fine. All of them
King
is fine.
Cadaver,
When it's time
Vi,
to fight, I turn
Tiger
into a
Shark.
panther, and 99% of the time, I don't even have to do that. 99% of the time, I get to just be a king, handle some diplomacy,
Hold
and
on.
go about my
Hold on.
business. You know
Hold
how
on.
many times Spider-Man swinging around in the sky, burning all that cardio every day, every day.
This nigga Black Panther got
Hold on.
ships.
I got a question. I didn't know M'Baku was a man ape.
Or what?
Man ape.
He was a
Apparently,
man
he's one
ape.
of his villains.
Yeah.
Man ape. So in the comics, M'Baku is one of the Wakanda's greatest warriors,
Y'all
second
lucky
only to
Derek
Black
ain't
Panther,
here.
and belongs to the white gorilla tribe. He's a human
Y'all
mutate.
lucky Derek ain't here.
He's a human mutate. He gains his powers by killing a white gorilla, bathing in his blood, and eating its flesh, taking the alias of man ape or white gorilla.
I will
You
pay
know Marvel.
somebody to
Is
cancel
that,
his.
You know
Marvel would
black
not listen to that.
people.
Can.
They
He's
can't do it.
rich. He's
Can't do it.
he the real life Mansa. He the comic book Mansa Musa.
You know
Who,
black
M'Baku?
people.
Black
No,
Panther.
Black
He is
Panther.
the comic book. You know what Mansa Musa did? Mansa Musa bought a golden age and an enlightened period for Africans in Africa. I will take my chances. I will be Black Panther, sell a couple bricks of vibranium, have
Hold
them take care of my enemies
Yep.
for me, and that's better than Spider-Man having to run. Got Rhino coming down the street on a Tuesday.
Kingpin.
Hold on.
Can't even
I
Spider-Man
read,
can't even finish college. Did he even finish
yo,
college? They just
gentlemen,
gave him
gentlemen.
they gave Peter Parker a diploma. They just gave him one. They was like, buddy, you
Yo, we
always look
segueing.
tired.
OD.
I got one last thing before we like go get back on subject and hit the anime. It says, "Who is he? Let's face it. Having a black man called Man Ape is a tough sell."
You know black people.
So let's
Yeah,
just call him by
I
his
would
real
hit
name,
this.
M'Baku.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't even have to fight him. All you gotta do is go tell on him on Twitter. That's all you gotta do.
I was about
Go
to be
tell
so
Twitter about
racist.
him.
I was about to be
All
so
you gotta do,
racist.
y'all know what his name is. He's setting us back 50 years. Look at this.
I got some bananas for you, M'Baku.
I wouldn't even have to fight him.
Here we go.
I get him canceled. I wouldn't even have to fight him.
Yeah,
I
I
got
get
a
him canceled.
big old bag of bananas for you. It's Christmas time. You ain't know that, M'Baku. That's American. Ooh,
I feel like that's a
I hate you
pause.
so
I
much.
do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well,
I feel like that's a pause.
How did they allow this shit to
But-
be fucking
how do we
fucking
get on this
created?
subject and Derek is not here?
Cottonmouth?
the black characters' enemies, it is an issue. It need to be addressed.
Oh yeah.
You
Well,
got Luke Cage got Cottonmouth,
Yep.
and Black Panther got
Man-Ape.
Man-Ape.
And
Mhm.
he's a nigga.
What's
Mhm.
Storm got? Aunt Jemima? What's Storm's enemy?
But the white
Bruh.
dude. Yeah. Aunt Jemima is
Was that too
crazy.
much?
Okay, with that being said,
All right, that was kind of funny.
let's segue
I
to
didn't
Dan.
even think it was funny at first, but that was hilarious.
Let's get on the subject.
Dun,
of
dun,
Dan.
dun, 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 dun.
ジジの家見た？ターボババア的にどうよ？
ありゃダメだな。あの家は人間の血が染み込みすぎてる。
やば、何これ、どうしようオカルン。やれや
Sorry,
れ。
y'all. This is a spoiler for season 1 as well. I guess.
What'd you say?
This is kind of technically a spoiler. If you haven't finished watching season 1 or you're not caught up in the manga, there's some characters that you probably haven't seen yet in the trailer. So it is a little bit of a spoiler, but you don't know who they are, so don't worry about it. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Just a little bit. 28 seconds to be exact. Pause it at 28. Keep going. Pause.
Bro,
You're gonna have to go back again. I'm sorry. It's
I
right
know
at
what
28
you're
seconds.
talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Nigga, they did that on purpose. Yep, go back a little bit more.
I'm getting there.
Right there. No, you could have kept it right there. No. Yeah, a little forward. Now, why the fuck? Now, look at the comment section real quick. Just scroll through it real quick.
Can we finish it before we get into the daggone comments?
I'm sorry.
He's coming in white and dripping and so serious.
Keep scrolling real quick, just a little bit.
Amsterdam just casually ended on peak season
Nah,
one.
just keep you go keep seeing some more. People like, what
Everything
the
is
fuck?
purple. At first it was red because of Turbo Grain, but now following arcs will focus on Genji and the Avatar of Hatred. The drippy text, he's coming.
This shit is some nefarious work.
Yo, who hurt you?
Who is
Who hurt
creating this shit? No, because
Who hurt
that
you?
shit was wild. Nigga, that was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, why the fuck?
I'm sure people will be happy they dropped this trailer quickly, considering where we left off with Momo. Trailer dropped right after blah blah blah. The trippy thing is so diabolical.
Out of all the colors they could have chosen, they said, yeah, white is appropriate for this one.
I can't with you. Let's finish this. I'm done. I am done with you.
He's coming. All right. July 2025. Okay, so that's what I was curious about when it was coming out. All right, so summer 2025. This shit, we got a lot of shit coming in 2025, man. But
first of all, that context that y'all made, that's the nastiest thing in the world. If it is what I think y'all talking about, I just want to
know they did that.
Nastiest.
Think about season
that's
1.
So nasty.
And how nasty they was in season 1. You know they did that on purpose.
That's so. I don't even know the context that y'all know, but just using my context clues.
Oh yeah,
that is disgusting.
I'm pretty sure
that is disgusting.
They did
like
that.
Why? Second, did somebody when you know how it ended this first season, and y'all read it, so. Does something happen in the sauna?
No, nothing crazy happens in the sauna.
Because when she said I'll never forgive them, I was like, please tell me.
He just introduces some people. I'm curious when they're going to end this. I'm guessing they're going strictly based off of the, I guess, yokai arcs or the alien arcs that is in this. I gotta rewatch the videos that I've been watching, but
I gotta read it.
I'm curious if it goes to after they initially meet the evil eye, and the story continues after what happens in the battle, or after the battle in that house and everything like that.
I don't see that. If they ended off after that, I'm gonna be tight. They need to keep it going.
Be tight as well. They probably just have produced probably fully those scenes, so that's what they wanted to release as they're going through producing the rest of them, because they are only dropping once every week.
But I'm gonna say this: the fact that the fight between Evil Eye and Okarun, bruh, that fight in the manga, I can't wait to see that animated, because them going back and forth was crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Even with everything else going on as well, like this chapter is crazy. I hate how they
and I feel bad for this, like the character that they're about to show, like how he had the backstory for the ballerina chick, the seamstress, and then now we're getting this sad backstory, and you get the backstory for Turbo Granny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's protecting these girls that they got SA.
Yeah, it seemed like it's really depressing whenever you get the backstory.
When you get to, especially when you get to his backstory, I felt bad for that child. I felt so bad. Like,
but it's kind of it's the truth, because this obviously happens in the real world,
Mm-hmm.
but I find it interesting how they have basically combined the idea of yokais, who are supposed to be seen as these evil creatures, which they are evil, but then you have some yokais like Turbo Granny, who their evil is somewhat justified. So
Yep.
you kind of build even more to that character in comparison to the other yokai, or the acrobatic Silky, or the fucking man or the shrimp.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
I, and the shrimp is an alien, so and what we've seen of aliens so far is they want to harvest human banana organs. So, like, I like how they're doing this story. It's kind of like a Mashley type of approach. I feel for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
story wise, but the action is like a Naruto and JJK, I guess somewhat. I don't know. I know it
I
has
would
hints
even
of
go as far as
JJK.
saying it's like a psychedelic demon slayer.
Okay.
That's what it kind of feel like to me.
Okay.
Like it's like very colorful, which I'm liking that more anime are doing that. And studio like anime studios, I like that they are trying to say like, okay, before there is a lot. See, that's why I think Naruto kind of broke something because the way that Naruto handled combat, it feel like everybody always look back at that and it's just like studio wise, they look back at it and they just like, yo, like
Hand
how
to
like
hand
this
wise,
is because
top tier.
they like yo, like when you go back to Naruto, exactly. When you go back to Naruto, it was like that was like watching Bruce Lee. Like they were just throwing hands. They let colors kind of be at play, but it was very like it was just like very harsh. Like it was harsh
Mm-hmm.
colors. Everything was like hard. Like think about when Naruto would bleak the Ten Tails chakra. It's like all of the what they would do to try to emphasize it was they would draw Naruto like with darker lines and like the harsher oranges and different things like that. And it was cool how they did it, but they really focused more so on the hands. And then when you get to Shippuden, it's like they still focus on hands, but then you getting like the purple and Sasano and um the blues with Kakashi, and they really brought the colors out. The oranges with Naruto, the yellows. When we get the yellow flash, you get all of those yellow. Like it's. I think Naruto broke something. Like ever since, if you notice, every time that somebody copies something, even One Piece, like I love One Piece, but even One Piece, they started to do more of that color emphasis. You know, it seemed like after that, after Shippuden kind of was like not over, but like wrapping up. So
Mm-hmm.
now it's like the best that you could do to try to top it is something like Demon Slayer. Like that's the next thing and think about it. That's the next thing everybody talked about in terms of the animation style was Demon Slayer. That was the next big one. Even Dragon Ball Super, it was just copy and paste Naruto, like Shippuden. So maybe Demon Slayer is setting the trend for like what we'll see in regards to colors. Maybe like the action can be done differently, but that's what I feel like is that the colors now you're gonna get all of them vibrant colors, everything kind of whipping across the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks good. It looks good.
All right. Real quick, y'all reviews. We just gonna do a number system out of 10 of the first season of Dan to Dan, and then we're gonna segue over to solo leveling.
10,
Okay.
10.
10, 10,000. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I
I would give it a 10.
don't. Honestly, yes, I can understand there were parts of this anime that did not sit right with people, but it still hit. The comedy hit, bruh.
I'll give it a
Yeah.
10. That shit is a big factor though.
It
You can
is,
say it's not, but that shit.
especially for you of all people.
After a while, you just sit there and you just like it's a
It's
grown nigga
weird.
coming up with this, thinking about
Yeah,
these
it's
type of
really
things.
weird. And the fact that y'all tell me it get worse, I'm not exactly pleased in that. Like it's
Does it get worse?
fine. Like
I don't think it
see, that's the
necessarily
thing.
gets.
I've
Does it?
been bro, what y'all just told me off that scene in the trailer, it must get worse because that's absolutely
Nah,
It
disgusting.
doesn't. It
it
doesn't.
doesn't. It
It doesn't.
actually
Not at all.
it gets more grounded. Becomes more of a romance. It's not more of a lustful. I mean, it's one character that they introduce where it starts to get that way a little bit again, but it's not as egregious as it was before. I think it actually
In first season
calms
one,
down
okay.
considerably. I believe so from my memory, if my memory
Yeah,
recalls.
because some of that stuff it do make you uncomfortable. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, this is weird. This is weird. Like weird, and the thing is, I feel like because of the animation style, it almost make it even more weird and like uncomfortable. But then again, that might have been the mangaka's goal. Like it's messed up, but the whole thing is supposed to be messed up. So he went with elements that can emphasize that feeling for people. Very possible that could have been the case, but it's like I don't. Some of that, it's like, man, you ain't got to do all of that. But it is what it is. I still give it a 10 out of 10 because it was a great series, and where the thing that always makes up for it is how grounded it is. Like it grounds it, like the backstories that y'all brought up before. Easily one of the biggest points into what I mean by it grounding itself. It's like we did all of that stuff, but then they paint you back into like this realistic scenario that people actually go through in life. So it's good. I'm excited for season 2.
Alrighty then. We got another anime that is set to release in
Solo
a couple of days. Solo Leveler season 2. The movie just dropped
days.
recently. I didn't think,
Rise.
but
I
we got
love
some.
solo
果
leveling.
たしてどこまでいけるか。悪魔の城攻略、再開だ。俺は一刻も早くレベルを上げて母さんを治さなければならない。
兄貴、何ですかこいつら。
ただの兵士じゃ埒が明かない。もっと強い戦力が必要だ。お、殴っただけなのに筋力を上げすぎたか。あの時より強くなっている。どういうことだ。ダンジョンボスを倒したとか何者です。自分の目が節穴だと気づきました。
永久。もしかしたらそれ以上かも。
あなた、本当にハンターですか？いい匂いがしたのは、あの人が初めて。
あと一つで母さんを。次に来るときは必ず。くだらない演技はもうやめよう。ハンターランクの最新作を受け。
彼の魔力量がこの機器の測定上限を超えているということだ。
持続的に成長可能なハンターなのか。
そうハンター、彼は本当に試運転と行こうか。なんだよ、一方的じゃないか。
これが孫ハンターの力。
どうやら僕はうぬぼれていたようだ。もう少しだけ待ってて。母さん、1万だろうが10万だろうがやってやるということだ。
最悪の災いとなり得る力がついに目覚めた。あれが人間だと思いますか。
モンスターも恐怖を感じるのか。その答えがなかった。
面白いじゃないか。お前の兵士はこの程度か。やってくれてんだよ。
言ったはずだ。決着がついたと。俺は戦いたいんです。立ち止まってなんていられない。俺は成長し続けられるから。
Bruh, why? Why? Just give us the episodes now. Just give us the episodes now. That was heat.
You know what I love about solo leveling?
The music was fire.
Not like y'all gonna probably hate me for saying this, but it's not very like exaggerated in the animation as like a lot of other shows. But it's like the best balancing act that I've seen from anime in recent years. Like it makes it to where you feel like the elements are like each element they make sure is good. The writing, the character design, the story direction, the whether that could be a part of writing or not. The character development, the it's to the point where you think that everything is better than it is because everything is done so well. Like
Hmm.
that it's not that groundbreaking in regards to how like all of the fighting scenes and action look. It's just they do everything so well. They do everything so well about the anime. They do everything. It's beautiful. It's just great. That's why I'm always excited for Solo Leveling, and I was very happy with the first season because it's just nice to get an anime like that where they like, nah, we're gonna give you everything you want. Here's everything you want in the anime. Enjoy it, love it, soak in it, uh, watch it every week, and be able to just have a blast. It's great. I'm super excited for the next season.
It's gonna be fuego. I can't wait.
I'm
Especially the
curious how
fact
far
that
they
you
take it
see.
to.
Well, my thing is, I like how they give you a snippet of what his army is going to look like at some point, since he's going to pretty much have it all powered up and souped up, and the fact that he's going back to the hunter evaluation to really show him what he could do. 'Cause this man passed an S.
Is this
He is past an S rank. He is past it.
so? At what point we got to get into the Chimera and art in
Yeah.
this one, right?
Yeah. I think that's what I was
So
thinking. So
like,
I don't know. But I don't know. That's why I'm saying how far do they go?
I
Cause
don't think the Chimera Ant arc will be in this one. It'll probably be season 3.
that would be annoying.
Well, from what I'm taking from this, like one, he shows his abilities more. He starts to develop more. He goes back to try and fight that demon castle. Um,
Yeah.
and
No,
one,
you're right.
being reevaluated. It's like everybody's starting to see Jin Woo, who Jin Woo is. He is
Yeah.
him. Like, they're starting to show that. So they're not going to jump right into the Chimera arc yet. I see this. What is it? Solo leveling's done. So I say about maybe we'll get 4 or 5 seasons out of it.
Yeah, they probably just slow walk it
Yeah,
because it's good.
so good, so good.
Oh
all
yeah.
right, I'm
What?
looking it up. I'm looking up the arcs right now.
You're an
Instant
arc.
Dungeon goes hunting for the first time. Jinwoo joins the shrine.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I don't want T to be right, but I can see where T is right. I don't want him to be right though, because I just want to see that arc really badly. Preferably.
They went into the blue gate, and then the blue gate turned into the red gate, and the shit got hectic, and that's when niggas started to get put on to this nigga's power level. Jinwoo ventures to the demon castle, so they doing red gate arc, demon castle arc. S rank instant dungeon created by the system. While there, he discovers a recipe for the holy water of life, a potion that could potentially cure his terminally ill mother. Retesting arc, they're
Yeah,
gonna do
so
that
we're
one. We seen
yeah,
that.
we're not getting the Jeju Island arc. That's the Chimera arc.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah,
getting that. We'll get the Return to Demon Castle, Hunters Guild Gate arc,
yeah, they're
and
gonna end it
retesting
off
arc.
there.
Yeah, because he
It's
already did
like
the
I
Demon
get it.
Castle
It's like I get it, and this is what I'm talking about with solo leveling. Is so
arc.
well like spread out. It's everything about it is done right. So like even the pacing of it is done so well that they could have this arc off the first season, like these arcs that y'all mentioning before that Chimera Ant arc, and it still would be a good season. And then they can make that in and of itself the first half of the season 3, and it be gas. It's like there's no way to go about it where it won't be fire. And it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. They could even make that Chimera Ant art. Uh, shout out to Hunter. Shout out to Hunter because I literally just call it that because it's like that's how good that is. It just takes over
Nigga, that shit. Ooh,
anytime an ant
wee.
is used. Anytime ants is used or animals is used like this, I just go right back to Hunter. But yeah, it's they could even make that into a movie. It's like the series is written so well, I could see where they can milk profit and nobody could get mad at it because the story's pacing is just that well done and fleshed out. Like you can't even be mad at it. It's not like JJK. It's not. It's not. JJK had you mad, and rightfully so. You'd be like, we really just did. Even though I'm not even gonna lie to you, JJK's pacing was pretty good. It's pretty good. Like all things considering, it's pretty good. We just got that whole entire Shibuya arc last season. That was solid how they did that. But nah, solo leveling they can have you excited for every season they do. It's insane. Like you legit could be excited for every season. We could get to let's say they do 6 seasons. They do 6 seasons, right? You'll be excited for 5 and I think the ending was a little bit weaker, but that arc was still flame.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing the math. They might be able to do the Jeju Island arc and finish it off there. They might be able to do that. If we're going with 12 episodes, it looks like
It covers a lot of ground.
From the arcs, yeah, because the story just progresses fast as fuck in the manhwa, regardless. So it's not like they're gonna fill it with filler. I don't even think they've had any filler. So
nope.
It seems like some arcs they use 3 episodes, but that's been the max. Unless they change that formula, and then I could be wrong. But some arcs were 3 episodes, some were 2 episodes, and you have 2 that were 1 episode. Funny enough, the last arc that we seen, the job change arc, was only 2 episodes. So that was one of the more vital arcs out of the whole entire thing. And that only took 2 episodes to encompass. So I got up to the Hunter's Guild Gate arc, and I was at probably like 7 episodes. Probably giving the Red Gate arc 3 episodes at that, since it's the first arc of the new season. Demon Castle probably max 2 episodes. That's at 5. Retesting rank arc, not that much fighting going on. That's 1 episode. I feel like Hunter's Guild Gate arc, I feel like at max 2 episodes. We at what? What did I say? I could be at 7 or 9.
7.
I could be wrong. 7 or 9. One of those 2. Return to Demon Castle arc. How many niggas did he fight though? He had to get the final ingredient of the holy water. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm just coping. That's a whole lot of copium I'm smoking. But
last episode can maybe open it.
Yeah. They
can maybe open it. It's just gonna be hard.
This motherfucker ain't got that many arcs after that. It has 22 arcs. And that's not even the full. Basically, the epilogue starts at 21.
It could be fleshed out. It could be fleshed out, though, for a lot of seasons.
That's true. It's 20 arcs. So they probably going to do like 2.
All they got to do, because think about it. If you took, think about it like this. If they took every fight that happened in the manhwa, and let's just say that's 2 episodes minimally, each fight is 2 episodes. So, like, you getting at least 2 episodes from it. They could milk, and we're not even talking about like larger fights. We're not talking about like higher stake fights. We just talking about like the yeah, bro. They could stretch. Even it's 22 arcs, but they could stretch. How many have we done so far?
7.
Like it's not. It should be quick. It should be quick. But if they wanted to, and given how that first season was, and given how this second season is probably going to follow up with that ampness, and it's a Crunchyroll exclusive.
And
what hit has Crunchyroll had? What hit has Crunchyroll had that stuck as an exclusive? This level of success?
I don't know. That's a good question.
They could milk.
Matter of fact, now that we're speaking of that, I gotta watch that new episode.
Oh, Bleach is just great. It's just like I hope Bleach come back. I hope they start doing more in the manga. Like they just pick it back up. Like, yeah.
Supposedly, I think that was what the rumors were. We're spilling. But if we do
I
7
hope they
arcs
do.
again in Solo Leveling, we would make it to the recruitment arc. That's after the Chimera Ant arc. If we
It
do 7,
depends.
it does depend because I feel like this has a lot more information, I guess you'd say, than the first season. But even the first season gave you a lot of information, but it just
What
gave
if
it
you
to you
get
in a very
how
concise.
many? All right, how many episodes did you think we got? Like where it was pure information in season 1?
Um, to be honest with you, I think we got the most probably. If I'm looking at these arcs, it's really like the first arc, like the beginning of the whole entire series.
How
Hmm.
many episodes was that?
That was 3 episodes.
So if it's the same for this one or more, let's say one more. Let's say it's 4 informational episodes. How many fights can you get if we go by my 2 episodes per fight rule? How many fights do you get through?
2 episodes per fight.
Mm-hmm.
So for the next couple of arcs,
Mm-hmm.
so all right. So the first two is the Red Gate arc, which I can't remember. Doesn't he fight the elves in that one? If I'm not mistaken. Let me check real quick. White Tiger. That's when he joins the White Tiger Guild's training exercises. Goes into the Red Gate. They don't give me. You don't give me more than that, my nigga. Like what the fuck? Okay. Um. I think that was when he picked up that nigga. It had to be. And then when he goes to the castle. Wait, no. I remember. Red Gate is when the nigga, the sorcerer, came up. And he had to
Hmm.
fucking take care of that nigga.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But where did he get the bear from, though? I'm so fucking confused. I gotta reread this shit. I'm
I know I
sorry.
gotta go
Hmm.
back and read it.
I gotta reread this shit.
But like
I'm going.
let's just say in those arcs though, let's just spitball it and let's just say in those arcs, you got 3 meaningful fights. So if you got 3 to 4 episodes of information and 3 significant fights, that puts you at 10. So you only got 2 more to go in the rest of the season.
Hmm.
And you gotta hope those aren't information. But like I said, if it's information, yeah, you gotta hope that that's the thing. Because if the informational episodes, it's not like it's going. I doubt that it's going to be like first season where it's like 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be more like one, then another one, then another one, maybe towards the end, or one in the beginning, or toward in the earliest portion of it, and then they can make those last 2 episodes informational episodes. So it's gonna be hard because if you got 3 fights, if you got 3 good fights before you get to the Chimera Ant art, if you got 3 good fights, they maybe could open it, but they would just be opening it for next season, and you would see more in the next season's promo that kind of let people who haven't read it know what level they on. But that would be crazy because that alone could take up 4 episodes. That first, like that island, it could if they wanted to stretch it. It could take up 4 episodes because you got to remember there was a whole period before he fought well, spoiler alert, but I'm going to try to not spoil. Before the big fight in that arc, right? There was
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of like uh there was a bunch of like trials almost before that. Not trials. Trials might be the wrong word to use, but there was some other fights that happened before that. Even if they short, 2 of them could take up an episode. You know what I'm like? They could stretch that arc out.
Right.
All right, you
So
might
that make
got
me
me.
think T might. That make me think T might be. I don't want to. Again, I don't want them to be right because I really want to see that arc. But
Hmm.
they easily could stretch that to take up half a season, and then if that takes up the first half of the next season, they chilling for the second half. They don't need to do anything to really like wow us or try to fit more content in. They just could set it up. They could use the second half of that season to set up the next big fight in the season 4.
Yeah.
I really do think, for real, I could see this getting like. How many seasons did Attack on Titan have?
3.
Oh well,
I'm
no, not Attack on Titan, not Attack on Titan.
My Hero 6 or 7.
gonna give y'all more credence to the case. They adapted 45 chapters in the first season. If they're gonna adapt another 45 chapters, that takes it right up to the beginning of the Jeju Island arc, the Chimera Ant arc. So it would line up with what exactly y'all saying.
How many chapters is it now? I'm just trying to figure out how many seasons I think they're gonna do. How many chapters is it in the entire series?
Including the epilogue or right at the end of the. So the final battle arc.
Let's just go to
ends
end
at
of
chapter
it.
177.
So it's about like 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, it might be, but that's what I'm saying. We gotta wait to see how they do this Chimera Ant arc.
Yeah, it's gonna.
We gotta wait to
dictate
see how they do this Chimera Ant arc though, because if they do this Chimera where they drag it, and they could drag it, they've earned the
5
right to be
seasons.
able to drag it.
5 seasons.
If they gonna drag it, they might just make a movie and say that's how we're gonna drag it and make y'all actually pay us.
That is
instead.
possible, and that's the part that kind of sucked, but it's also true.
That would probably
Yeah,
be the most.
that is the
lucrative
part
way
that is
for
true. You
them
can
to be
never
able to
rule
do
out the
that.
fact that movies. Yeah.
Now they have an
Yeah,
actual
that is
reason
true.
to be able to use up a 2-hour fucking watch time or 1 hour plus watch time instead of not having old episodes. You
And
can
it's
just have
Crunchyroll first bad.
the arc, and then you can have the episodes, the season that comes after it, just do the same thing. Even though I'd hate it, I'd still love it at the same time. Because sometimes the show does different
Yeah.
things than the movie animation. Sometimes there's little Easter eggs, little tidbits in there that true fans would enjoy, type of thing. Or they could just flesh out the story as a whole with the season, and they keep going from
Nah,
there.
you're right. I think you're right, bro. It's gonna be a movie. Cause this Crunchyroll first hit, it's gonna be a movie.
Crunchyroll gonna demand
All
that
right.
shit.
Well,
But
Yeah, I got. All right, I gotta go.
all right,
I
y'all. We
gotta go.
appreciate y'all again. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate.
happy birthday to this brother right here.
Happy birthday to T Smooth
Happy
as
birthday
well.
to T.
Big T up in this mug. Send your well wishes and prayers to all your family members. I hope y'all having a comfortable and safe and enjoyous Christmas. We will see y'all in the new year.
Next week. No, we get one more before the new year.
One
No,
more before
not
the new
yet.
year. End of year
Right.
celebration for us. That would be episode 49. Start the big
Got one more.
2025
On the 50.
on the 50. On the 50 note.
50. On the
So
50.
I'm very excited. We're very excited about that. We just got into the lab to figure out some things, how to create some more content for y'all and curate more to y'all. So appreciate y'all. Catch us at tsmooth.com/smooth entertainment or on YouTube. Squad Nero 716. We got Croco's Corner on all podcast platforms as well. Y'all be safe and be easy.
Deuce.